Hi, I'm Dia Sims, and I'm the president of Combs Enterprises. Working for Sean's been amazing. Sean represents the American dream, and being able to see like the amount of lives that we changed, the amount of employees that he's been able to hire, every success that he hits, whether it's in music or fragrance or spirits, and then the next 500 artists who are able to benefit on that, and working for somebody who, like the both of us, are just so proud and happy to see other celebrities win. And we know that if we're successful in Ciroc, now we've kicked open the door wide for the next group. That's the reason why I come to work every day. I mean, I love working in this very sucker-free environment. Like, we're here to win, but we celebrate winning when we see it happening anywhere around the world. No, there's no typical day at Combs Enterprises. The only thing we do every day is try to win. I guess on any given week, I'm working on things like this week we've been launching the new limited time Ciroc Summer Colada, backed by popular demand. So all of making sure the photo shoots are proper, making sure the liquid is amazing, making sure we're in the right stores, that we're showing people how to drink responsibly. That's part of what I'm doing any given week. Revolt Television, getting ready for this year's Revolt Music Conference in the fall in Miami. So we've been in planning meetings about that. We also have Cinco de Mayo coming up, so we do a ton of activity with De Leon Tequila for Cinco de Mayo. Christian Combs mixtape came out this week. French Montana this morning just announced a new fashion partnership. We have something really exciting on the horizon in the spirits that'll be rolling out in the next couple of months. Rolling out. So a lot of cool stuff. I get asked this question a lot about how do you balance being a mom, being a wife, with running Combs Enterprises. And the truth is, I don't really balance it. I think it's difficult. I think hopefully 2-3 generations from now, it will be figured out. But all the women I know who are just so badass, busting their butts, doing 100 things, the one approach, that thing that I advocate for is, although we do multitask, it's not so much about juggling, because really you picture what that is, that's what clowns do. And that's not my approach. I try to instead hit that batting cage moment, hit the ball out the park, hit the ball out the park. Be with my daughter, we making organic muffins, we're in the park. I want to be 700% in that moment. Because if you're doing a bunch of stuff half-ass, then you get half-ass results. So yeah, I'm coming up on my 1 year as president of Combs Enterprises, and this fall will be my 13th year, lucky 13, this year at Combs Enterprises. And I think one of the things is, the biggest lesson that I've learned is the importance of not just consistency, but kind of sometimes you have to go back to basics, right? So we have a great formula. Part of the reason why Sean and I work so well together is he will think of the most craziest, audacious dreams you can think of. And I am good at operationalizing these dreams in real life. So we want to figure out how to make a new Milky Way galaxy. I'm going to be the one that's oh, I called NASA, I figured it out, I found the best STEM students at Howard and Morgan, and we're putting it in place, and how do you operationalize those amazing dreams? And we've been fortunate to have a lot of wins after wins after wins in every industry. So it's important that you don't forget the mechanics, the basic work ethic that requires you to win. When we launched the Can't Stop, Won't Stop documentary last summer, we were really proud of the work and we were really proud of the film. But when it first launched, it didn't launch #1 in documentaries with Apple, which frankly we were a little bit well, we not #1. And both Sean and I were oh, this is not acceptable. And we have to use the tools that build every other business and brand to start from one, because really we haven't been in the documentary space. And we did go back to basics in terms of everybody call your top 20 friends. I want to make sure my auntie saw it in Kentucky. I'm going to call back to my college and make sure everybody saw it. Did every employee here go and see it? Are we making sure it's being reviewed and loved? And we put, the real work in and watched it climb and climb and climb to becoming #1 for 8 weeks straight globally on iTunes. And the biggest lesson that I learned, and it was a reminder of like, the work we do works, but it doesn't work if you don't do the work. Yeah, it's critical, and it's just the right thing for a business to make sure that the level of women at the C-suite, on your boards, in true leadership positions, at least reflect society. We do make up 50% of the population in America. No reason we shouldn't be 50% of CEOs and CFOs and creative directors. And the truth is, and you will hear me say this quite a bit, is it's the right thing to do, but it's also just smart business. And every study shows that when you have more women in leadership, the companies are more profitable. So, I'd say my greatest accomplishment to date, hands down, is that we have now opened up a school, Capital Prep in Harlem. We're on our second year, and this was a real dream of Sean's. Like I said, I've been here about 13 years. He's been talking about opening up a school for a long time. It takes a lot of work anywhere, but I know firsthand in the state of New York. And every time we go to that school and we see the progress these kids are making, jumping up grade levels in reading and math and history, see the teachers, the illuminators who forge these deep relationships. We work lockstep with Dr. Perry, who's esteemed in the charter school space. And everything we do, every business we built, any commercial success we had, honestly pales in comparison to seeing like the evolution of these children. So yeah, hands down, that's our proudest moment, and we hope we can do more.